Yeah, this should be an exciting Hitlist seed. Yeah, these races are just about ready to go, but here's a little bracket recap. Again, if you are just joining, just missed it, KotC2 did just beat Tibbs, so Tibbs is now knocked out of the tournament. Had a pretty solid run up till now. Made it in the very last open qualifier and relegations. Was able to take a spot away. He's unfortunately now out of the tournament, but KotC2 does move on. We'll now get to play the loser of Ravspect and Silensa. But our match now is going to be Ignited and Dark, so this should be exciting to see. Yeah, there's very much diverse, a lot of second visits. Oh yeah, he already moved it over. That might be a later Death Abuse, potentially. It's also not on the card. Oh wow, Dark actually got that. That was kind of sick. It's a very niche strat, obviously. There's sometimes, oh my god, almost dies by jumping. Yeah, you never want to jump in that room. You're a little more likely to get away with it on beginner, but on crit especially, don't ever jump. Oh, I just realized I never unmuted you guys. Fantastic. I thought I did.
Man,
Yeah, that's
Geek,
so
we're
that's
out here
funny.
doing some great play-by-play
It's
here, and you just have us
okay.
muted. God.
It happens. Shout out to tech issues.
But ignited with the identity disk, so I mean that puts MCP on probably one to go there.
Yeah, kind of looking at the card just at a standpoint or like as a base value early on, you're probably looking at just
Oh my
skipping
God, the
drives
dog.
entirely.
That was a cute dog.
Was a cute dog. Ooh, finding a magnet was dark in the shotgun of The World Never Was. So find some solid magics early on in the shotguns. See if Ignited finds anything here in the Space Paranoid shotgun.
And again, apologies for having you guys muted. I was realizing there was like something wrong going on. Couldn't figure out how, so I had to sort some other issues in the background. But we're all good. Yeah,
It's
we didn't
all
miss
good.
too much
All good.
in the beginning.
Right, so nothing too fancy in Space Paranoid. It's just a movements and a combo boost, which obviously combo boost is always nice to have.
Yeah.
Now we see Dark doing Halloween Town, so we know they're going to pick up a magnet and an identity disc as well. Nothing too different, so really only changes or new stuff will be from Ignited so far.
Ignited opting to just leave, which is good. You gotta still check the shotguns because you don't know where that picture is. Picture is definitely high up on the priority list, in my opinion.
Yeah, and once they do
Twilight Town has gets you a lot of experience, and it is just probably one of the better world, and you don't need a lot of tools to actually just complete it.
Yeah, and they don't have that experience boost that Dark has because they left Agrabah right away.
Yeah.
So always
Magnet
hoping.
Burst.
Honestly, pretty solid pickup.
Yeah, I could still use that for screen leveling to get more, like, just a bit more stats. You really don't need to do a whole lot of, like, in these settings, you really don't need to do a whole lot of, like, XP grinding unless there's, like, just an item on levels that you really need.
Yeah, that'd
A lot
be
of
the
the
only
time-
thing.
Yeah, a lot of times, especially with how this, well, I mean, stats are looking good so far, but don't know how it could look later. But if the stats just end up going pretty good your way, I mean, you can just, you really don't, I mean, like I said, you don't need, a lot of the time you just get passive experience because you have to do late visits no matter what, so you're just going to get experience all the way through.
Right.
Oh, this is an interesting choice from Ignited. Pushing into DCTR. It's confirmed dead. Either it's not a goal world, you don't know if it's needed yet, so this might be time investments that's you might regret later. It is still good progression points, 2 solid points.
Yeah, that's like the best, or like the worst case scenario is you just get your progression points, but you could have gotten those elsewhere.
I mean, who knows, maybe one of the world items needed. I mean, they still need to find, what, Proud Fang, and Skill and Crossbones at least. Oh, and Picture. And
Yeah.
Bone
So they
Fist.
could be here.
Yeah,
I would say because it is it's progression spoiler hints, so you can opt to lean more on the hints to see if you need to finish off this world.
Yeah, because if you look from Dark Side, 100 Acre was the first world revealed, and really nothing too important, or, you know, nothing really stands out where you need to be like, oh, I want to go get this. Yeah, the Reflect is nice, but you already have one.
I still say check the first 6 because there's not much time wasted on that. But there's no point pushing past that at all with what's there.
Oh yeah, you could definitely, especially because you have that first page there, you could just do the first 6. Maybe luck out, find like Explosion or your other experience boost. Maybe even that Reflect. Ooh, Dark picking up once more an OC.
Guard
break.
Ooh, a guard break.
Guard break action. Unfortunately, in beginner, second chance once more, not really great pickups just because you're on beginner set and you're not going to take that much damage. And especially if you level up to 50, it just kind of becomes like worthless in, you know, basically. If you're super like low level, then yeah, obviously it'll have some value.
Ignited about to probably get all the world items based off of
Oh, Pete,
the
stop.
money pouch.
Pete is running around the tree. I wanted him to keep going.
Circle strafing. But yeah, as you mentioned, that money pouch is really good.
Pete trolling today.
Unfortunately, the low strength stat makes this a little unfortunate having to go through this. Oh, almost got another invulnerable Pete running around, but was able to pick it up after that little hit.
Alright, darkening to the bulk of other chests here in TT. Meanwhile, Ignited's gonna clear up Waterway. Nothing in the forest. Scan for Ignited. And Winter's Proof. Maybe that's an okay Keyblade. Maybe, potentially.
Maybe light and dark somewhere.
Yeah, it could be a decent stat. It'd have a good item or good ability to it. So yeah, DC looking a little dead right outside of that money pouch.
Yeah, definitely not worth so far, but I mean, there's still a few other checks to go through there. AS is our own, right?
Yes.
Yeah, but they can't have. They cannot have a world item though.
Yep, they are super bosses, so, and all super bosses can never have a visit unlock for these settings. Any settings, rather, for King of the Crown.
That would suck for it would be a world item on drives, and the ASs have drives.
Yeah, unfortunately that can't exactly be addressed, so that has happened. I believe that might have happened 1 or 2 times, potentially.
Oh, that can happen in like just other ones besides Hitlist. The Hitlist seeds we had for Wayfinder did not, but I think there may have been some of them somewhat like that. I know I've ran a few just in practice for that.
Well, I've definitely had some cursed practice seeds like that.
Yeah, then you also get to every so often run a cursed wall PC and crit.
They're not that bad.
Some of them aren't.
Right. Ignited is going through a Pride Land. So far, just a fire. You are appreciative of Fyra. It's always good. Wow, Dark finding another aerial dodge.
They did also find aerial spiral in the first 3 chests in Pride Lands as well.
Also a good ability. Dark gets another combo boost, so that's really nice. I will say, still up in the air about what goal you're skipping. I would probably say the goal always on the chopping block of you don't want to do it is just drives.
Is drives, yeah. Unless for some reason
drives.
all your drives get hinted early and like they're in worlds you're already going to, then you can have a chance of routing that in.
Perfect connection in Pride Lands.
Okay,
That's
that
another
might get
thing
some
to
use.
think about. That's another thing to think about. Final Xemnas or like Xemnas
Final-
1.
Yeah.
It's just, I think definitely if you haven't started pushing up tower, it's definitely faster, I think, to do Final Xemnas. But
Yeah, I would say so.
But I feel like if you've done Roxas, it might just be faster just to go up the rest of the tower.
Honestly, it
Yeah,
depends
if
on
you're
where
super
Promise Charm
confident.
is.
Yeah. I mean, there's still 2 proofs and a Promise Charm. Who knows? They might just be sitting in World that never was, and at that point, it's just Xemnas 1.
Right, exactly. It also probably depends on your confidence with the fights.
That's
If
true.
you're going to be able to get through them super fast with your own tools, then it's probably worth it. Otherwise, maybe
But I
Promise
would
Charming
think that
definitely better.
I would assume with the racers, unless something is in World that never was, they're going to stay away until they figure out if they've got the proofs and the Promise Charm or not. Because that was actually a situation in the qualifier seed where, funny enough, proofs and Promise Charm were in very reasonable locations, and some racers did Final Xemnas, some did Xemnas 1.
Yep.
We
Okay,
did
we
get
do get a
Space
next
Paranoids.
hint. Yeah, just got hinted. Alright, Dark is doing what I thought is sort of the safer play, and the more non-committal, which is you just check DC, you can do all your shotguns, but you don't start Escort. Now granted, he will be short 2 progression points compared to Ignited here. But we'll see how he recovers from that. Again, with Beast Castle also not being something on the card. Justifying to do Thresholder in these kinds of settings where, again, it's a 1v1 race, you're trying to be as optimal or try to get any kind of edge. I don't know if either racer will do Beast Castle.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate part, is you're missing on all those progression points.
I have a feel like Dark might just be wanting to eventually get ready to push one of the worlds soon. Like, right now, SPs need to be pushed, TT should be getting to that point. Same thing with Agrippa. Those are the ones that he has like world items for. Those are the safest ones to go for. Like, even if you know they're dead, they're still good progression points, and you still have to clear them out anyway for goals. So I wouldn't be surprised if he goes for that.
I will say something that you've seen, that we have seen some players opt to do, and sort of mentality is you can just sort of in your mind assume you'll do a goal. So for example, maybe some of these racers will assume, oh, I'll probably do PR, so let's just do all of PR1. Even though I don't have the Visit unlock, I'm gonna assume I'll find it somewhere eventually. So you can just play that kind of risk a little bit. Again, it is 7 of 8 goals, so the likelihood you're going to skip something that you commit to like that might be a little low.
Yeah, for all we know, there could just be a world item on drives, and they just now go do drives because there's no point doing the other ones. Or doing one of the other ones, because it'd be faster just to finish up their level 7s. And I know some people definitely have a dislike for wanting to do Pride Lands. They may just not want to do Ground Shaker.
Ground Shaker's easy, just get your Berserk charge.
Oh yeah. Unless you're doing it with what was it one time? 16 strength or something? It was a very low amount of strength.
Ground Shaker with no strength is pretty rough.
Yeah, it's kind of cursed, actually.
Alright, Dark finishing the last sort of shotgun world that is on the way to a goal. See what he opts to do next. I feel like you probably do, if you're really trying to be a little safe, maybe PR. Obviously, I think maybe doing the BC shotgun still is potentially applicable, depending on what you think is fair, especially if it's just a shotgun. There's no harm in doing it immediately, I would say.
Yeah, they could get out of the Beast Castle initial fight relatively fast. They do have Magnet and have Magnet Burst. They should be able to get the hit count and get out.
I will say, I'm looking at these stats. Some
They're
very
kinda
interesting
rough.
stats.
15-15 at level 14. That's a little rough.
Usually one stat is sort of higher than the other, but this is fairly even.
HB shotgun from Dark.
Oh, okay. So Dark's stats are actually a little bit better than what I expect. 18-20.
Yeah.
Looking better.
Okay, yeah. I swapped out their Keyblade, so it's just Keyblade and maybe an accessory difference.
Man, I will say Dark is definitely just zooming through this. It's looking pretty fast. The Glide 3 or Lodge 3 looking very nice. Membership card in the vanilla spot. Very nice.
Is this even randomized?
Wisdom form.
Okay,
that's
You
good.
opt to go to Beast Castle to get a couple levels from that.
Yeah, if you wanted to do the Beast Cast shotgun, you could just pop Wisdom and get your level 3 off that and get out. They could also just opt to go further into HB2 here if they wanted to do some more checks, more than just the 3.
I feel like with membership card there, it's not a bad option just to go straight for at least those initial checks. After that, though, it becomes a little bit riskier.
I would say you could go up to Corridor and then leave just before the fight there.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm thinking would be a good stopping point for the time being, because you don't know what's there. You don't know if you could have like a world item there, and ooh, thunder.
Oh, finding a thunder. So now you could also think about doing some PR shotgun.
Yeah.
Or even just going up to Barbosa with that, and yeah,
Hey,
immediately.
there we go. Right on cue.
See Ignited setting up their menus and party abilities. So wondering what they're going to do here. Opting to go
HP.
straight into HP as well.
I'm a fan of this choice as well. Again, even though it's not goal oriented, if you're just doing your shotguns and you're missing a bunch of visible locks, I think it's still very much
They also
valid.
don't. They also don't have a lot of good tools. I mean, yeah, they've got a fire and reflect, but nothing realistically what to use well with the fire. The thunder is definitely a great check to get out of a Bailey fight if Ignited chooses to do that.
Ooh, I like what Dark's doing. A little bit of an optimization. Gonna level Wisdom here on a forced fight.
I'm kind of thinking he should be using fire a little more.
Yeah, you don't want to be using Magnet here.
Not with base magnet. If it was Magnera, I would get it a little more, but it just feels slow.
That's
Yeah,
one thing
I guess
I've
they're finally
kind
done
of. Yeah, that's one thing I've kind of noticed is a lot of racers seem to like rely heavily on like just base magnet. And I'm not sure like what the reason behind that.
I get some of it with like mainly the shadows are the most annoying thing about it. But I think about Magnet Burst could have been Valor Form.
Wow, two forms.
Okay.
Yeah. We don't
I guess
know
that-
forms.
Yeah, that could be another form they could opt to go use in the beginning parlor fight in Beast Castle as well. Just
Well,
level up Valor there.
Another thing, Port Royal is hard required because it's either a goal or you have to pick up the Bone Fist.
Yeah, that Bone Fist does unlock Vexens.
I mean, with Wisdom and with Fire, I mean, not a bad option. Maybe they get a Light and Dark later, they can get Final and be able to melt Vexen whenever. But I wouldn't be surprised if we see... I mean, we're starting to see more pushes into these worlds, well, especially with Dark.
Is Dark trying to
You see-
XP grind here?
I think
I
he's
think he
going
is.
for XP boosting and also doing Valor leveling too.
That's
But,
interesting of a mix.
But
okay.
Vivi says no.
I do like Ignited here, checking further into HP2 here. Kind of what I was alluding to earlier is going up through corridors and just getting a few more checks out of here. So I do like the play here.
I will say, I wonder if Dark thought you could XP boost a form by being on half health. That'd be interesting.
I don't
Alright, now he needs to play this a little bit safe.
I do not like doing like Valor with that much HP.
Dark, no!
Dark.
Yeah,
No, Dark. That's so spooky. Alright, he
I
did
did
level
not
up to
agree
3
with that.
though.
Like, I feel like you either do one or the other. If you do levels, just focus on that, or just don't do levels and Valor form. I think he was just getting greedy on that bit.
Yeah, I would say he would have been fine if he just sort of maybe realized the pirates were coming after him. They're kind of they kind of telegraph their patterns fairly well, so I think that just might have caught him off guard.
Yeah, it probably, like I said, I think it's just much less of a pain if you just go through and do one or the other instead of trying for both.
Right. He does get Valor for it, he's finally done.
So Ignited just picked up Blizzard, so they have all the magics they need to do Agrabah too now.
Also, I do like Dark getting half HP, so he can do a little bit of XP boost for pirates.
Man, these stats are not looking good though. Level 20, 22,
Yeah.
22. This might be a rough seed. This might be a rough seed.
You look a little rough here. See if Ignited finds anything in this last chest. No, so nothing in the first 6 in 100 Acre. And
Alright,
immediately
they
going
go
into
Beast Castle.
Okay.
You can level your wisdom, get to the hit count as well. Double Mithril Shard, unfortunate. Alright, let's see if Ignited finds anything of interest here. Again, we're still missing quite a few visit unlocks and forms.
Yeah, we'll see if this pays off or if it's just going to be pseudo required and they're setting themselves up in the long run. Because I don't expect him to do Thresholder. I think it'd be kind of weird too, going in it blind, but
I'll say, so far, nothing quite yet. I mean, really, one thing I noticed just now is just that dodge roll.
yeah, we don't know what's on any of these Keyblades. I don't.
Yeah, I'd be checking to see if there's a light and dark, because Final Form opens up a bit more of Twilight Time. Maybe the picture's just sitting in TT1.
It's always in TT1. It's right by the station fight when you don't want to go.
Yeah,
Finding a Combo Master,
Another Blizzard, wow.
Another Blizzard, okay. Limit form.
Okay. So this is
Okay.
worth it.
Definitely worth
STT
it.
available?
I don't think you're going into SDT unless it's required.
Yeah.
I will say that is 3 forms, three forms found. Wow, Dark just now getting the Beast Castle hint, so maybe they'll consider shotgunning it. We already, so now we know there's a Thunder left, and that's it.
That's interesting. Finding another set of torn pages though in Port Royal. Not that I expect them to be going past 6.
Yeah. These racers could opt to Raw Force Final if they ever wanted. That would mean they don't have to go out of the way to find Final Form. It is an option for both of them.
Very, very slow too, though. So
I'd already be doing it if it were me. I'd be in Timeless River, wasting about 20 minutes till I get it.
Yeah, it is a risk, but it can be a calculated risk depending on how you're planning the seed to go. Unfortunately, not much Dark can do other than fight through it. It should be the kill though. Very nice.
Finding a jackpot could be beneficial if they decide to do forms and find master. They could do a jackpot drive converter. Another another magnet. So that's Magnera.
It's pretty solid. Okay, Dark is going straight for the limit form. They'll be super happy to get it just now. And Ignited, she's going straight to Prison Keeper.
I mean, I like to play it to gold. You're probably going to push it, especially with the knowledge that, I mean, you're going to get, with our knowledge, it's
Another
Another set of torn pages on Wisdom 4.
See, why couldn't we have Yeet the Bear on here?
Yeah, you're set up for a Yeet seat already.
You want Eat the Go mode?
Yeah.
I'll say this will be good for Ignited here. She'll get 2 progression points. She'll have her next hint. Maybe it'll be the PR hint that she's potentially looking for. Or rather, the hints for Bone Fist, which is PR.
Yeah, I think you're definitely wanting that. And maybe you just decide to go there anyways, because of GR2 being a goal.
I mean, with drive forms, I mean, being a goal, I mean, it's one of those ones where it's one of those ones that you gotta keep a watch out for, but then you can't just neglect all the other worlds. Like, PR should definitely be thought of about being done, because it also comes down to, like, just some people just don't want to push worlds out until they know what's in there, just because they're thinking they don't want to do this world because they hate it, which is fair.
Oh, we actually do get our next world reveal. Pride Lands is dead. Just a fire and a proof.
Okay, I was wondering what kind of path Dark was taking here. I was a little confused at the beginning, but now they're just using Bell's Room here as their warp out.
I like it.
Yeah, I think their mind wanted to grab the chests out of Belle's room first before grabbing the chests in her room. I think it's fair.
And I think Dark's going to do some screen leveling, potentially.
I mean, you'd only get one level. You would finish off screens, but also SP doesn't really have much to offer aside from progression points, a torn page.
I was gonna say, is even their magic level high enough to even have decent XP grinding?
Well, it could also try to work on getting level 5 wisdom immediately after.
Okay. I'm surprised he hasn't thrown another drive gauge or didn't opt to go back to the GOA to get full drive. Because now they were at 3, and now they're back at 0 after this form expires.
They might throw one when they go in here.
Ooh, I don't think that's half.
No.
34 out of... I think that
that is not half. You need another hit.
Yeah. I think just a little bit of unfamiliarity, especially with that. Yeah, 102, not half. Oh, read the dog. All right, I think Dark realized. Nope, still not half.
Wow. Source hair, man.
All right, he's trying to bait out a little poke. Oh, okay. At this point, you probably should just do one attack and force retaliation.
Just hit him.
There we go. He has a little impatient. No, he could have had it. Now he's at 0 drive. He didn't even get to level wisdom up. Just opted to do that. Oh, Dark is so close. Is that finally half? That is.
Yeah.
He finally gets it.
And out of it.
Yep.
Yeah. It pays to overcompensate sometimes.
No, they're still in it.
Oh, it's the idiots doing damage.
Oh, it is. Okay. Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, they built up 3 drives, so they could go back in, but I don't think you're really gonna do that anymore.
No, probably want the stats to start really going. Ooh, Ori, 128.
Pretty okay.
I think he just wants the stats for, like, just to start pushing out a little more. He's got plenty of stats to really go for it, because he'll just get more by,
Did they not put on Combo Master?
I don't know. I don't think I've seen them really menu abilities either.
I was gonna say, it didn't seem like a lot of those Magnet Bursts were coming out unless they hit everything.
Okay, they do get their level 5 finally on both forms. I don't think that screens went the way they wanted, but they did get through it at least. They got the Thunder as well.
They picked up the Thunder.
And Ignited going PR and picking up the Bone Fist, so yeah, she'll probably go back into Halloween Town before long. Maybe get some levels before her stats for it though, so.
Yeah, she can at least XP grind, you're absolutely right. Does have Lazara. Will do some decent work on the pirates. Is better than a Thunder, so just because you don't have to rely exactly on targeting it.
And Dark has cleared out SP.
Oh, Light and Dark on a Flame. So now they can just force out Final.
Yeah, they can.
He's probably hitting there immediately. Yep,
Yeah.
Halloween Town.
That Bond of Flame was in Belle's room, his castle. So
Ignited has it too.
should have it.
Ignited does have it.
They're pretty.
Ignited with their first.
Yeah.
So yeah, they just haven't checked the Keyblade. They could have been forcing Final.
Yeah,
I don't think they're in a position where it will hinder them too much. I think they're kind of cozy.
No.
They should hopefully check it soon, though. Alright, there's Final for Dark. Probably expect a TT tower visit, honestly.
I definitely see doing station fight, get some levels up there, because could easily get level 5 with one form.
Yeah, you have fire. If you're not going TT, kind of a weird play in my opinion.
And plus, he'll get another hint by just doing station fight. So.
Oh, Obsidian Prison Keeper right away. I think that's fair as well.
Good choice. I mean, he still has it open completely. Why not just clear through the world while you're still here?
Yeah, that makes sense.
You the whole world.
Yeah, I mean,
or rather, right before Prison Keeper. Sorry, Experiment. There we go.
I could see him doing 2 Experiment, then take a little pause to go level up Final for Vexen, and he could just destroy Vexen and get a good bit of progression points that way.
Yeah, if they get some more magic, Vexor will just melt.
Oh, I didn't notice this, but STT was revealed, and it has a proof of peace.
Hmm.
So it was on Ignited's screen. So I think they're going Xemnas 1 if they go for that one.
Yeah, we'll see. Hey,
There's-
Sonic, thanks for the raid.
Yeah, I think if you're going STT, you
There's
better
no
hope
Axel. There's no Axel 2 gold. There's no point touching STT.
Yeah, unless you're just hard committee, you want to do final fights.
But even at that point, you would just probably do the World Never Was up to Xemnas 1 instead
Yeah.
of doing final fights.
The time you spend in there for who knows how long, because most likely that proof's going to be in Mansion, or it's going to be the summer vacation check.
You're also
just
still missing Promise Charm.
Yeah,
and
Promise
Non-Resistance. So it's reliant on those if you do consider STT even viable.
Yeah, depending on where those can show up at. If one of those is even in the World Never Was, you're just doing Xemnas 1.
I think there's no point going into STT because the time you spend in STT, you could have already cleared through tower fights.
The proof would literally have to be before Twilight Thorn to be viable, I think.
Yeah, but by that point, you've already lost so much time just going through those, but it's just not worth it. There's not a lot of checks before then, so... Especially considering these guys definitely know how to do final fights very well. I think both of them will be more than... Or they know how to do tower fights more so, and I don't see a reason why they wouldn't do it. They got all the tools they could really want for it. They've got Limit Form. They have, I think, Aerial Spiral. They got Reflex. They've got everything they could really want. Maybe think Trinity might be the only thing. I could be wrong if they haven't picked that up yet.
I have not seen a Trinity or a Duck Flare yet.
Yeah.
We'll see what Ignited does here now. I hope she checks keys. That'd be kind of cool.
I hope. Oh, okay. There's a menu.
Just the magnet. That's fair. You can go here straight immediately. Man, she's so close. Just need to check keys. Can force final. Can then get your forms a little bit and higher.
Another thought in my head. Dark still hasn't collected any. I don't think he's collected any of the world items yet. He doesn't have the money pouch.
That is true.
Here we go, TT for... Yeah, makes sense. Save time just going between... Or just having to go back to Halloween Town later.
I will say that money pouch is in Timeless River, which Dark has not done. I don't think he will go back to do Timeless River.
No. He touches that, no. I mean, worst case, he picks up like a Aquamarine ring and just sells that for like half the cost of a world item.
Let's see if Master level, final levels, wrong form 2 times in a row. Let's see if final levels give anything to Dark here.
It'd be absolutely funny if they give Valor form.
Master?
You just automatically just route in... Oh yeah, Master form. Yeah. Thinking
3
last
times.
seed.
Alright, they do get final 5. Unfortunately, will not be able to get final 6. Alright, they do get the next world reveal. We know where Master is. Master is in TT. So they kind of route perfectly into each other. That's kind of good.
Yeah, actually.
That's, yeah.
You just need to find Picture, and you have a lot of your routes solved. So really all we're missing is Proudfang, Picture, and Skill and Crossbones. And then you can figure out a route you want at that point.
If they find Master and the World Never Was is not required, I think you could just skip it on Xemnas.
Yeah. I mean, it just depends on how how the progression hints go about it. I mean, currently they'll have all the forms for it. Just they have a drive converter, do they?
It could be on the
I
keyblade,
believe
but
so.
I don't think.
If they got a drive converter, that'll I mean, if they get to TT3 for it, or even who knows if it's even required, it could just still be in tower.
I mean, worst case scenario, you do Timeless River just to do Bolt Towers. If you don't get access to TT3, but you find Master.
Right.
You know, the goofy finish. Alright, ooh, I like this. Finding some time to level Master here.
So
Valor.
Master.
Sorry, Valor. Yeah, see, we did it fourth time. Fourth time.
We'll eventually get our forms and know what they are.
She could go back into Valor again. Obstacle for limit. Okay, that's also fair. Oh, it gets the kill. I don't think
Slide
that's what
dash,
she wanted.
though.
Okay, so Ignited actually has both Flash Step and Slide Dash now. I don't remember.
Slide dash superior.
I don't remember where they picked up Flash Step, but I did remember seeing them pick it up.
Oh, something interesting I just realized. The magnet in the beginning shotgun of the whatever it was, I don't know if Ignited will actually ever get that at this rate.
Oh.
Oh,
At
she
this
finds a
rate?
light and dark key, finally.
Okay, we finally looked at the keys. Okay, they do have a drive converter and a keyblade as well.
Oh, hey, they're, force final here. That's perfect. They'll get that magnet.
Okay.
We do get a hint for PR. PR has a money pouch and pan. So honestly, if you go to GR2, you'll get money. You just need
Yeah, you
to
at least have that.
find skill and crossbones.
TT2 is required, at least.
There's that magnet.
Yeah, she might be kicking herself a little bit for not checking a shotgun. Dark is gonna do hostile program here. Solid choice.
I mean, good choice. Gets proc points, gets some more info, possibly get to find where... Because Dark still needs Proud Fang, Skill and Crossbones, Picture, at least a bit of that. So, I mean, doing what you already know and can knock off some goals while at the same time is a good choice.
Alright, hopefully she
Yeah,
remembers
Halloween.
to take off the light and dark key.
HT2 is also a very good option to go for. Valor level 1 hostile program.
I kind of think that H2 actually might be maybe the best play, potentially, just because you can also go straight to Vexen, and that's like 7 progression points.
Yeah.
Yeah,
8
definitely
progression points, actually, I think.
8.
Oh wow, that's a lot. But yeah, no, I mean with Vexen, why not? I mean, Final got Fyra. I mean, Vexen's just gonna melt.
Yeah, they have Final Fire. They're at like 36 magic in base, so probably a little above 40 in Final. Yeah, he should just melt.
Dark opting to just go for MCP currently, which is not a bad play. Gets some more levels too.
Alright, Dark onto the second, or onto the last part, rather, of this fight. Right before going to the communications room. Now onto Solar Sailor next for Dark. I'll say, looking at progression points alone, Ignited is currently 3 points ahead. That lead might not last too long, necessarily.
Yeah, because I expect Dark just to finish the world out here, so they should easily catch up in progression points.
Looks like Dark was trying to shortcut Limit, so might just try leveling Limit here. No, Wisdom. Huh. Probably just check forms and noticed.
Yeah, I kind of would have liked to see him do a little bit of limit leveling, just because it is the one that's lagging behind right now.
And probably, like, the thing is with limit, like, you don't have to go to really much specific areas. That
No,
are
you could just go
there.
anywhere with that.
Yeah, as long as there's an enemy nearby for like a couple seconds for you to just get into a loop of just doing limits and then going into hitting ethers for it. So
Ooh, okay, Ignited's gonna go to SP now. I think she might try her chance at some leveling. See how high she gets. That.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do. They'll also have access to Blazara, so I think that'll definitely be a better leveling tool for them.
level 3 limit nothing.
Oh man, this is gonna take so long for him just to get into XP boost range.
Alright, a dodge roll, unfortunately not the most useful ability at the time for these racers. But aside from this should be one goal for Dark about to come up.
Ooh, actually did catch him. Okay, I thought he teleported away. Magna Burst is pulling them in from a mile away. Wish my Magna Burst worked like that.
Yeah, I wish all bosses would get pulled like that, but whatever.
Oh, gets baited. Sark cheats.
Sark does cheat, man. So is it disc, and you're like, ah, it's fine, and then you just get from behind, you're like, what?
Alright, finally through that fight. I wonder if Dark knows how to do the pseudo one cycle. I feel like most racers are starting to pick up on that.
Is MCP damage based off of strength or magic?
Strength.
Strength.
Okay. I was curious because there's been a couple seats having to do it like with level 1 strength. Very slow.
It's level 6, wow. Optimal spot.
Hey, if it works, it works.
Alright, does he stop in time? He does, okay. He knows the tech. And it should be a kill. And one goal down for Dark.
What gets revealed? Halloween Town, and Halloween Town is dead. Or is finished, I should say.
I wouldn't be surprised if Dark just hits there immediately to clear it anyway.
Yeah, you got the tools. You can get through experiments and Vexen.
And afterwards, I wouldn't be surprised if he goes straight for Agrabah because that's completely open. He's got everything would be needed for it.
Just need to pick up the scimitar in the shop, but yes.
Yeah. Which, I mean, you always just sell some stuff for it.
I don't think they've bought any ether, so their money should be high enough for him to be able to pick that up.
Alright, Dark being very thorough, making sure that they're all knocked out. Oh, okay, I believe that's block? I actually still don't know the difference between any of them. I have already forgotten. Oh, gets a bogey.
I have a different name for them half the time.
I don't think anybody knows which one is which. You're just like,
Okay.
they're there.
Dang, Dark knows the save warp tech.
Save
I
warp?
feel like most people actually don't do the save warp.
I've never done that. I just fly out. I'm like, see ya.
I don't know if that really was like saved a lot of time or not.
I mean, technically it saves time. Okay, does he get a presence? He does. Very nice.
Nice, very nice.
Lock is red, shock is the girl, barrel is gray. I will also forget that in the next 15 minutes.
I will not remember that.
Alright. Ignited opting to go to the one river was now. Okay.
Okay.
So I think
That's
he's committing
not a-
to the safe play of doing the quote not locked goal. Also good progression points.
No, I mean that's great at like one to go for. You got to do send this one anyway, and especially looking at both trackers. I mean, this is info that we know, but there's not a lot really. Still needs to be. There's still plenty to be seen. So, although Dark
He doesn't get to reflect
possibly
out.
get the next one, or maybe Ignited does.
Oh, goes for an aerial recovery. I don't think. Yeah. She opted to not go for an aerial recovery and just instead land on the ground and went for a Trinity or a limit right after. She would have been fine there.
Yeah, just spam that Aura's limit. You would have been able to recover and hit Roxas back out of it. That kind of been a weird cycle, but it seemed like they're picking it back up.
Oh, okay. Wow, they get that hit. They just need to get a finisher out. Okay, honestly,
Okay.
still a solid fight.
And World That Never Was revealed with skill and crossbones.
Wow,
Okay.
what a perfect timing, especially from both racers. They just got
Oh
that hit.
yeah, I think Dark will do Vexen and then immediately head there.
Yeah,
So I think the goal that might be sacked is Pride Lands at this point.
I'm going
Yeah, I think. Yeah. Oh, okay. We're gonna do an Agrippa. That's a little strange, but I mean,
maybe the magic stat might be worrisome for him.
Now, I will say, you could still potentially sack, what is it, Twilight Town?
Yeah.
you could. We still don't know where that picture is.
Actually, no, you
Actually,
can't because of the drives.
Might be able to get away depending. Oh wow, skill and crossbows
Okay,
is
skill.
just right there.
That's
Okay, you're
so early.
so that changes things. Again, you could still maybe sack the Wonderful was potentially. You could just
You
leave.
could.
Still a picture at large. I mean, and a
No, yeah,
power
so
fang still at large.
The Wonderful was
so,
is
I mean,
done. So if those are in more
So-
convenient spots, potentially.
Yeah, but I mean, with the progression points, it's still pretty worth. You get like what, 6 left, I think. No, 8, I think. Or is it
9 technically.
9?
For Wayfinders, Zigbar always gives 3 progression points. Only in Masters he gives 2. He is specifically nerfed for Masters Division. Because everyone is too good at Zigbar now.
Yeah. Also, the Trinity limit was picked up a little after Roxas, but before skill and crossbones.
Right. I'm actually a little surprised Dark just didn't do Vexen right now.
Yeah, I was kind of
with-
surprised you just finished experiments and then opted to leave. Because you melt Vexen. Like, there's no reason you just don't.
Yeah, I don't get it either. I thought it might have been magic stat, but he's sitting around like 41 with final form
I'm pretty
1,
sure
so
he's
I just...
at the ceiling for Magic.
He's dead. I think he's
Yeah.
at the ceiling. If not, like, very, very close to it.
Yeah, this goes my this shows how bad my knowledge is because I have yet to fully learn them.
I just always have that document open.
Alright, let's see how Ignited handles this Zigbar fight. Why she hasn't gone right into final yet?
Well, I saw him put on
Killer.
Hori, so I thought they might have been just Berserk Horiing him.
Okay, there's the final form.
Yeah, no, get that final XP off of Zigbar.
Alright,
Very
that's
solid
the
fight.
kill.
He's probably also gonna go into final right afterwards and just like get level 6 from there.
Ooh, Dark, unfortunately, way too high in the air to get any of those hits in. Still too high again. So, there we go.
World That Never Was cleared, so Zigbar had a reflect, so
Drive forms did just get revealed. Only a cure and a fire left on it.
okay,
so
so
not the
no
most
world
important to
items
level
there.
it. Yeah. Like, you can work on leveling it, obviously it's still a goal, but it's not like the most rushed thing to work on.
Yeah, it's not like it's hiding a world unlock.
Okay, Dark is gonna go into here now. Go after Roxas. Oh, they have no... Man, this money, this lack of money. Literally, I'm looking at their thing. They have no ethers.
The money pouch difference is coming in.
At some point, he'll definitely cave and just buy the items.
I mean, he does know where Skill and Crossbones is, so maybe he's going after that. Then he'll go to PR for the money pouch. That might be the route.
That could very well be.
Oh, yeah, that's actually... Yeah, that would actually be perfect to do.
Okay, very patient. I like that. Opting to go for the Drive Explosion to get the parry. Okay, this should kill. Yeah,
Yep,
very
that's all
nice. And they'll go rewarded with that Skill and Crossbones. I wonder if that actually... I feel like you probably should leave if you're Dark at that point, because you
I
should
think
probably
if
spend your
you're- I
money
think-
and then go elsewhere.
Yeah. I think if you're Dark, you leave once you find that.
Like, obviously, you'll eventually maybe come back here, but you kind of want that money pouch. That seems like priority number one.
Ooh, I think Ignite's gonna get DM'd here.
Nah, she can avoid it.
Oh, okay.
Reminder that Trinity adds no revenge value, so you can just spam it over and over. In theory, you can just spam it over and over to kill a boss.
Okay, Dark trying to get final 6. I don't know if they're gonna get it off these few enemies here.
It looks like going straight for Zigbar. Just gonna, yeah, they're just gonna do tower clears, both of them.
Yeah, it's gonna full send the world. So yeah, now that
I
begs
like
the question, are you sacking Pride Lands?
Ooh, Ignited having a bit of interesting fight here. Mistiming some of those reflects a little bit. This should be the kill though.
Nice quick run 3.
Alright, Dark is still technically in first phase. He just needs to not squeeze in any more hits.
Well, the idiots are trying to get them out of it.
Ooh, he goes for Final Glides. Alright,
Final Glides.
the new tech. A lot of racer. It's definitely very input intensive though, because you do have to mash it out.
It's also very...
Alright, gets the kill. Yeah, significantly faster of a fight compared to Ignited.
Yeah.
Ignited just opting to skip all the chests, which fair.
No, the homie chest.
Not the homie chest, it held your explosion.
Alright, Dark opting to just open the chest. I don't think he... Okay, finally goes into final. Interesting choice to do it right now. He should still be able to get to final 6 on the way up to Xemnas. If at worst, they'll just get a mansion in TT. Assuming that's one of the goals they're going after.
Yeah, because you can't...
I mean, in theory, you can skip it, but, like, it's looking like you're not going to skip it.
I don't think you'd be skipping it unless for some reason... Even if the master was just on the TT2, I don't think you're skipping it.
Alright, first goal down for Ignited. And granted, she probably could do, like, another goal or two. Gotta grind a bit out there for those. Or work towards them, rather. And they're just 1 point off of getting the next burger as well.
Ignited going into Agrabah 2, going to finish off this world. So they'll have GG down, so that'll be their second goal.
Yeah.
I think they should finish it about the time Dark finishes
Also,
the world that never was here.
Agrabah's also pretty dead.
Agrabah just has 2 pages.
Dark got that hint.
But Ignited doesn't have that hint yet, so not like it matters, but still probably do it.
Ooh, Dark, no. He tried to think he can get his Antitsuken out. Yeah, it's one of those instances where you have to time it perfectly, or you literally just will not get that out. Unfortunately, will not be able to DM skip. Okay, Ignited finally gets to reflect off in time. But she didn't reflect the first attack from the Crimson Jazz. And at this point, I will say Dark's in a pretty okay position. He could just go, if he, like, he won't get any new info, I think. Well, he'll get one new hint from beating...
Zemnis.
Yeah, Zemnis. But then after that, if that hint's useless, you could just start clearing out some of the other goals. You could work
You could
on
go back to
Jafar.
Vexen, Vexen, Jean Jafar.
That should get you another hint and should give you some way better info. Hey, I'm not sure if this kills for Dark. It should actually, now I'm looking at it. He has enough drive gauge.
Yeah, it should be fine. If anything, he'll just throw a few fires out afterwards if it runs out. But nah, just
Barely.
enough. And there's that other torn page in the world that we know about. That unfortunately Ignited will get after they finish GGFR.
Unfortunate timing.
At least there will be another goal off the card. Alright, Dark is working on a little bit of some leveling here.
Yeah,
That'll
once
be
it
good
gets
for
that
them.
final 6, I'd be very surprised if he doesn't get it on this.
Oh yeah, has no money, so has to, or no ethers rather. He's gonna go for some air combos. Still okay.
I think if you're Dark, you gotta just go PR after this. You need that money pouch.
Wow,
Yeah,
an
at
accessory
this point-
slot.
At this point, Dark probably should go PR. I mean, there's not much, unless he's waiting for Master Form. Although Final would be just fine for GR2.
Yeah, you can just final thunder him.
Okay,
It's not,
United's now going to PR.
Solid choice, solid choice. You're just wanting to clear out the content, get some of the goals done.
I will say from Dark side, will we get picture hinted finally? Is it still at large?
Imagine it's just an LOD.
Well, luckily it'll hint one of the, at least something that hasn't been completed.
I think the only place if you're Dark you don't want to see that pop up is just going to be an OC. That would be very detrimental.
Okay, Dark does get that out in time. This should kill, actually, if he just goes straight to finisher. Oh, doesn't believe it. Okay. I respect
Okay, that's fair. Okay, so
Not in
Hollow
Hollow
Bastion.
Bastion.
Ignites ignoring chests.
But there's a Proud Fang there. Could go for that. But
That's a
still
very
need
stacked
that
HB,
picture
though.
no matter what.
That is a very stacked HB, but now you're looking at 3 worlds and then levels for this picture. I think the worst place they could be is going to be an OC.
Dark, listen, bud. I think you should
Listen.
go to PR and not
I
sell
think-
stuff. I don't
Dark,
know.
just
There's
go
a money
do your
pouch.
goal of PR. Just go get your money pouch. This isn't worth it.
Did he just buy a second X frame? Am I crazy? Or did he not have
it
enough?
might
No, I think he.
And now he
was-
goes to
did
PR. I'm
Scimitar
confused.
I'm
Oh my gosh. Dark, just get the money.
He only had 500, then he went and moved to Scimitar. I think he went off
Gotcha.
of Ice Cream.
I'm so confused. If you're already committing to going here, why'd you sell the house?
Well, in this case, it actually benefits because Money Pouch has still not been found yet.
Ignited skip chests, actually. So it
Ignited
could
skip
be
chests.
one of the chests.
Well, I mean, those are like I think PR1 chests.
No,
Or
those are
No,
PR2
they're
chests.
PR2.
Oh,
Yeah, so Dark
So,
could
yeah.
find the money here. Obviously, you are correct. It could just be on GR2. But I'm pretty sure it's just right there. One of those chests.
Yeah, it's like the first chest on the the little gambler
there were
fight.
7 chests missed.
The very first one.
where Pan is, 3 in the room before the gambler, 3 in the room with the gambler.
The very first chest. The Ignited could have been really rich. Just buy 1,000,000 ethers, because you don't need elixirs in beginner.
Yeah,
Only
Dark
gets
opting
one
just Sonic
Thunder.
Blade. Ooh, unfortunate for Ignited, I don't think she's quite prepared for that. Okay, just needs to Thunder, or... Okay, gets a Blizzard out.
Okay,
Works too.
Blizzard. Yep.
Wow, he does the RC from that far away. That's very mean.
That's
GR2 trolling a bit.
Alright,
Okay,
so
just
there's the
going
money
ahead.
pouch. Thankfully, Dark can finally actually maybe get some ethers.
He could get some ethers in his poor inventory. Mine's Pan. Not really useful, but you found him.
Ignited,
Ignited
going
a DM.
towards-
They will also get that HB hint, so they'll still be in a similar spot. We'll just have to probably do some world clears. At this point, you probably do Halloween Town if you're Ignited.
Yeah, if you're Ignited, you just full send Halloween Town. I want to see Dark go back and just finish Vexen. Probably will once he buys ethers.
For Haru in chat, the assassin is betwixt between, so TT3. So we're a missing picture. Still at large, could be levels LOD, OC, or somewhere in DC Timeless River.
Screens and beyond.
What is
mean
kind of
Windows?
scary would be if they finish up all the goals they have currently and then they just have to kind of take a 50-50 shot on one.
That could happen. That definitely could
That
happen.
actually
That
did
very-
happen in the qualifier race. There were like I think 3 like unknown, like it was Drives, Halloween Town, and what was it? Disney Castle. Turns out it was on Oogie the whole time.
Free the dog.
Free him. Free the dog.
Alright, Ignited, finding some time as well to level their Valor form. Alright, what is it? This 2 Bertrand, 1 from Solar Sailor, 2 from MCP. I think it might be 3 actually.
Oh.
So they got some solid points. I don't think you'll get your next hint though. So you'll
No,
still
they'll
be in the dark.
definitely be short on that.
but still have Halloween Town to clear through. So
Yeah, once they do Halloween Town, they'll definitely get that.
I would assume Dark goes for Agrippa or Halloween Town next to at least clear up those ones.
And Dark buys his ethers. He goes beats Vexen. Finally. Not that he'd need him, because I think with his magic stat, he would just shred him entirely.
Yeah.
But what do I know? That's why they're here, and I'm here commentating.
Alright, hopefully Dark finds time to squeeze out a Blizzard. Okay, barely gets it.
Ooh, so
A little
close.
spooky. Alright, this should be a kill. Yeah, very nice. So 3 goals to 3 currently. Though technically Dark has one already prepped.
He has one prepped and very close to another. Just gotta get that master. Okay, finally gonna go do Vexen.
Didn't buy ethers, by the way.
Didn't buy ethers.
Again, it's not really matter. You're absolutely correct. He's at the floor, so we'll just shred the fight. Oh, sorry, he's above the ceiling. That's what to say.
Yeah. Especially in final.
The easy reflect.
Oh yeah, his HP. Why was he worried about this fight?
I don't know.
He wouldn't even run out of drive. Alright, Sword's Heart is dead. That's actually very unfortunate that you got that hint. Because now you're still blind.
Man.
He's got 5 more progression points. He still has to do Genie Jafar, and that's actually just about it. Yikes. He's going to have to take a shot on
You're taking a shot, man.
He'll only get 3 points here, actually, if he does Genie Jafar. There's no points until Genie Jafar.
Unless he opts to go level Thorns. How many points did Genie Jafar give?
3.
3.
Oh,
3?
ignited in between screens, yeah.
Yeah,
So
that
for
would
those who do
actually
not-
be...
Go ahead.
I was just thinking that would probably be a good idea just to do drive leveling at that point. Just go all in on drives and looking for the picture. Otherwise, he
that
has
would
to go
work.
through Hullabash and looking for a Proud Fang.
I will
they
say,
can go
for
back to-
those looking at a Ignited screen, what happened to her was, if you're between panels, if you're literally between where the panels are broken, between any panels, there's a blind spot where you can't do the RC. So you kind of always want to make sure you move over to the left or the right.
Mm-hmm. Alright, now you're gonna go do their Halloween Town 2.
We'll say, these guys will basically be even with each other by this point. Alright, that was a much better fight from Dark, I think, than Ignited, so we'll save some time there. Play a little bit of maybe some catch-up. If we want to look at their load lists, they're essentially only 7 seconds apart.
7 seconds. Yeah, if you're a fan of Dark here, you really don't want that picture to be in Disney Castle Timeless Server just because Ignited has already cleared up to Timeless Server where Dark has all of Mini Escort and then some.
Ignita's going to be very close to like a hint because of the 2 that she got from Timeless River.
Now she'll actually get 1 point here from present minigame, 3 points from experiment, and then 3 points again from
So if she
Vexen.
clears this whole thing, she gets a full hint.
Yeah,
While
she
Dark
will be
probably needs to go do some forum leveling, or just
Yeah.
take the risk, or go to Disney Castle.
Also keep in
I
mind,
would-
Ignited still has still has a bunch of points to get on forms itself. Dark is already at level 6 Valor, level 6 Wisdom. Can get a point off a level 6 Final, level 5 and 6 of it. But aside from those points, it seems like he's still kind of a little bit behind.
Yeah, if you're dark and if you're just gonna wait to get a world or world reveal, you'll go into the world never was, get your final and limit to 6 just to get your hint. Otherwise, like you said, you're taking a stab at the dark.
Stab at himself?
He'll stab himself. Meanwhile, Ignited will get hers fully after completing Vexen.
Alright, he has marked for us the goals he plans to do. I think it's fairly obvious, though. But, okay, doing as you're saying.
Smart play.
So, yeah, as long as he levels final and/or limits. Sorry, if he levels final to 6 and then limits. Okay, yep, never mind.
5.
Now he's just level limit to 5.
It was literally just one hit away. Don't have those ethers to pop. Quick run. I did have an ether, okay.
Ooh, gets hit, fortunately. So couldn't get that one little bit of XP. Yeah, Ignited will basically be even on points here.
Okay.
Laud is dead.
Laud is dead, so...
That's not a good hint? Oh no.
That's not a good hint.
This is going to be a tough one for Dark. He definitely... Okay, going DC.
Okay, I think that's fair.
I think that's going to...
Hopefully it pays out.
Yeah.
I feel like Ignite is going to follow the same suit because they've already done Timeless River, so they'll just go do screens.
I mean, considering the fact that...
Windows...
Yeah, there's not much left out of DC to check. Just, Pete... Or no, Windows, Boat Pete, then Pete, and then Marluxia.
Marluxia can't have the check.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It's a world item, so wouldn't even need to do Marluxia. Just Pride Lands?
Is she? What? What did she skip? Oh, and what are you skipping?
Wait. Hold on.
This changes everything. Are you going? You don't have Proudfang.
You don't have Proudfang.
And you know this world's dead. Oh no, this actually might. This might be bad.
Are you gambling that it's just early core?
He might just be wanting to push for just gambling early core.
What?
That's
But you still have
actually so scary.
But no, you still have to do Twilight Town, so this doesn't make any sense.
TT is soft required because it does lock a form, and it itself is a goal. So,
are you gambling that? Well, even if it's late, you're still. I mean, the only way this works out is if Master's like literally the last check in the world that never, or in Twilight Town, where you don't even have a chance to level it.
Herdez has a point here. She's gambling that you might have to hit OC2. I do not like that gamble at all.
This isn't slightly hard where that gamble really can apply.
There's not a lot of checks in OC2 at all, like compared to OC1. If it's an OC, it's just going to be likelihood in that first section.
It's going to be like right after you do Hades Escape. You have like 3 checks in OC2?
Man, alright, so a big gamble in mindset versus sort of just going after some unhinted world.
I mean, I get the reason. It's just a little...
It's a little bizarre. Because either way, you have to go into Twilight Town. Like, that is required regardless.
Yeah.
I only see this working out is if Master is...
Okay, she finally goes to TT.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, the only way this works out is if Master's, like, right before Betwixt.
Okay, Herdez, that would be absolutely cruel. I'm guessing he wants the OC2 to be on Mushroom check.
What?
Okay, Dark.
That's
what are you thinking now? Because I'm confused.
Alright.
Okay, that's fair.
No, this is definitely a fine play.
That's fair.
Get some prog points. Probably going. Actually, you do core fights.
I don't know.
You get a good bit of points.
Yeah. I don't know.
He's going for the prog point play. This is a
it's good point density, but at the same time, you probably would just get all those points if you finish TR. Now, granted, I
if
will
you
say if you did
just finish
TR, you would get only, what is it, 1 point from screens, 1 point from the boat fight, 3 points. Yeah, they get you your full hint. Actually, no, yeah,
You'd get
2 points.
you'd get your full hint there. They are definitely just having some fun. They're just like, I'm vibing.
Well, Ignited will only need 3 progression points. And then she'll get the next hint. Dark needs to do corridors, and then also need to find 3 more points somewhere. You could go to the first fight of core. That would be your 3 points.
Yeah, they would shred that fight.
Man, I just really hope that the choice of going to Scar like that doesn't bite her. Doesn't come back to bite her, rather. Oh, she hasn't even done the corridor fight. Oh, this is perfect. So she'll do corridors, then she'll maybe do dancers, and that will be your 3 points. Alright. If she knows the points, she might go straight to dancers.
You just go to
get
dancers.
that 1 point.
Yeah, you have no reason to go to core.
Core.
Goes to core. Okay.
You definitely could have had faster progression point. Just doing
Now,
dancers.
does she skip core?
Slim
If you're-
Battlefield.
feature.
If you're skipping core,
Oh, man.
man,
Just get 1 point. Just get 1 progression point.
Yeah.
Please realize you're on 6 and just do a fight. Negative combo.
Oh, okay. She's going straight for the fight. Again, I disagree. Okay. Yeah, I don't
definitely
agree with this.
Definitely
No,
should have gone
you-
for dancers.
You went to dance. You're done if you do dances. You already have your progression point. You're done with that
I
fight.
will say, because logically speaking, if you know the 15th hint, you know what the 16th is. So,
Yeah. Well, if it ends up in OC, then they both have the OC like world items, so they just have to go through OC to find it.
It is an OC after all.
It is an OC. Along
So
with
now-
Idle form.
Now you're at endgame. I would leave immediately. If you're ignited, just leave, get out, go
Just
away.
leave. Just leave. What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Nice prepping. Okay, I think they realize they just can leave.
Yeah.
Um,
So yeah, OC haters in shambles.
I still don't get why you want Proud Fang. I mean, I don't know. I guess at that point it's faster because based off what you committed to, it's probably faster to do Ground Shaker than work on your forms.
I mean, like
Yeah.
I said, the only way Scar Ground Shaker works out is if Master is so late that you're already doing Betwixt.
Well, more than likely she will just go for OC picture immediately and then just not even check the chest and TT, just head
Yeah,
just straight to mansion.
Just head.
I think the
Yeah,
exact
there's
same.
no point after that. And Dark with the hint too will now be trying to bounce out of here.
So
Thank you.
now we get to see drives as a choice versus Ground Shaker as a choice. Oh, Dark,
Having
just
trouble
leave.
with it.
Dark,
Yeah,
just hit
get
the
out.
wall. Just hit the wall.
If you don't do the setup right the first time, and if you're not comfortable enough doing it without the setup, you're probably just losing out on a lot of time.
Okay, Ignited is committing to this.
Fair play.
Presence too.
Yeah.
I think it's fine. I think the goal being skipped for her is indeed just drives. Because you cannot skip going to OC. OC is hard required.
I don't know. With Dark, probably gonna have to check through the TT3 checks. I think I like Ignited more on this because Ignited's just going to bum rush the end.
Yeah, this is working out better in the long run for Ignited. Just at that short term, it was very, very questionable.
And their load list isn't that far apart currently, so...
No, it's like 2 seconds.
The gamble paid off.
It definitely
Gamble did pay off, and now it's a race against the clock for both racers. And I don't know if Ignited has a Berserk Charge on.
I
still probably
don't know
fine
if I
without it.
saw him put him on. Oh, even without it, I think you have enough strength just to shred it. Well, Dark getting a little trolled by Hydra here. Does get the kill finally. Yeah, did not put on beat Berserk Charge. Doing some decent damage.
Still got that.
Okay, actually do get it. And
Alright,
find
wow,
some
that's
explosion.
That's a very messy spot.
That's kind of funny, I'm not gonna lie.
Alright, finally goes to OC. As soon as they find picture, they're both bailing, immediately leaving. Alright, Elixir. So now we get to the bulk parts of OC.
Yeah, Dark has got to find this quick so he can get going on his TT expedition.
I think if for Dark, he probably would want Master and TT2.
Yeah, you definitely want Master TT2, and then you just full send start leveling that on your way to.
Yeah. Well, you're probably just going to level it on Gambler, so gonna have to win mini games.
Alright, looking for pictures still. Okay, one more chest.
And the picture.
No, okay. Everyone say hi to Demix.
Everybody's favorite fight. Alright, well, we see it in the 3 chests here. Or are we going to Hydra?
Could still be on Pete.
We'll glide.
Glide.
Okay. That's a little late for that type of matter. And a drive cage up also does not matter. Alright, one last check before Hydra has something. Okay, just goes for final fires. Okay, Hydra or Onward. They both have the sword, what is it? Battlefields of War, so there's not gonna be anything special between them. It's that far. Right, on to the head phase now. The Dark. gonna do final glides. Okay, goes for air combos.
I was able to catch 2 heads there with the.
Yeah, super solid. Alright, gonna opt to be close to the center. Thunders will hit multiple heads. Oh, he's so close! Ran out of MP at the last second. Now he's just scrambling to get some hits in. Finally gets it.
It does get it. Alright, it's pictured just here.
It is, alright. So
It
Dark
is,
is now
okay.
in go mode.
Yeah.
Just got a bum rush.
He's got to have, like, the most optimal leveling of his drives.
He's gotta have RNG on his side.
Oh, what are you menuing for? Oh, draw. Okay, well, okay,
Just
it's
checking
fine.
for drive converter, I think.
Drive converter.
Right.
The only other drive converter is on a Keyblade right now. It is looking very grim for Dark right now.
Yeah, again, look at their load list difference. It's only like 5 seconds.
5 seconds.
Hasn't wavered. Yeah, this man, I don't even think if you level optimally, it's in your favor.
It's looking pretty Jover, if you ask me.
Like, yeah, man,
Like you have to. Your final has
Now
to
he has
hit.
to
not
check
there.
He's gotta check the chest now. That's just...
Your final has to hit 7. You have to find Master like this first chest, and then be able to level it while in here, get some levels. It's not looking good.
I think you're right. It's Jover, I think.
And Dark can't even pull a 180, even if he wanted.
No, he's hard committed.
Ooh, still no
we'll
sign
say
of Master.
Ignited on a ballsy play right there, though.
If Master's
That is-
in the mansion, it's definitely
No,
because you already lost
100%.
access to a forced final leveling spot that they both have to do, which is the mansion fight. Peace Claw, not what we
Claw.
want.
Not the thing you wanted to pop up.
There it
Okay,
is.
Master's
Finally.
right there. Okay.
Where are you?
I
No,
s-
where are you going?
Save warp.
Right, but where to? Are you gonna level
You
in
just
the one
save-
never was? Oh, I was gonna wait. Oh no, no.
Wait.
Oh, okay. I think you realize he's trying to maximize and realize he's probably should go to mansion. Are you gonna level Valor somehow? He's menuing to
I
it.
don't think
Okay.
that's a great idea. I think
No.
You get your final in the forced fight. You
Yeah.
immediately master.
I don't think. Yeah, you would need
I
like
think it's over. They're
you would need like a whole
You-
minute to level limit as well to
Well,
max.
you know, yeah.
Bill would also probably have to go to like DC at least for the wisdom levels.
Well,
Yeah.
Your only hope is you do betwixt and you level betwixt as you finish, or level limit as you finish betwixt.
That's also.
But even then, you have to go out of your way to do that. Versus Ignited, she just has to
I
do
know.
the fight normally. So
Yeah.
I mean, if you do
Oh,
betwixt,
man.
you're getting you got to get your master levels out of the way first. So
I don't see a world Dark comes out of this, especially with that menu.
man,
like
I
to
can't
at least
believe
try to
that
get an idea.
that Pride Lands visit actually paid
I
off.
can't believe that paid off. Like that's
Yeah.
that's insane to me.
I will say
It
the whole
was-
siege, she was sitting in a good spot on progression points. And when it came down to having to pick an awkward choice, it seemed she picked the right awkward choice.
Okay, master to 3-on-1 gambler.
Yeah, I don't think this is it. He's losing so much time
No.
comparably. Even by getting like the good die minigame. Alright, time to make him do data axle instead.
Right? Actually, no,
Executive
you-
decision.
You go make them do data zen this.
this will be the last minigame. Ignited on our way to Betwixt.
Yeah,
It's over.
It's Jover. Quick executive decision. Or Data Zemnis.
God, he's got so much money and he hasn't spent a single dime of it.
know.
That's pretty funny. Man, that actually worked out in a little bit of Ignited's favor as well. She knew exactly her routes and was able to skip some chests in certain situations. Yeah, the clock is absolutely ticking right now for
I just cannot
It's
believe
over.
that Pride Land. I can't believe that Pride Land's play paid off.
Yep.
If Proudfang was just deeper in core, or even like off like off after Final Fantasy fights.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, on that note, that is GG's
GG.
to Ignited. 127.39. Dark way past that by this point.
Yeah.
Wow. What a comeback. One tiny little comeback. Man, forms were wrong after all.
Forms were looking like the play for the longest time.
Yeah, it literally just came down to where was picture, and that changed absolutely everything. Honestly, good on her
that
for
and Proudfang being super early in core.
Right. That was such a favorable spot.
It was a favorable spot. If it was any deeper, I think Dark takes this.
Yeah. Man, the 180 switch up, not doing drives, going there.
Never
Yeah, she
punished.
gets to move on. Wow. So Dark is now out of the tournament. Out of final bracket. Yeah, look, he's so close. He might get like maybe one baby level here. Oh my god, he's so close.
Just give it to him.
Oh no, he drops the input at the last second. There's 7. Now he just needs to level Valor and Wisdom. But by this point, it's over.
Still has a little bit of final to do too.
Oh right, final's not even at 6. Couldn't get it in TT. Oh right, he has a courtyard access or hallway access.
Yeah, probably just gonna knock out Wisdom and Valor here.
Yeah, it should be super close. Yep, out of
Thing is,
items.
Both these racers, I think, are they very new to the scene. I want to say I don't know if Ignited was in fresh faces or not. So.
Yeah, Ignited actually, I believe her first tournament was the Path open qualifiers.
Same thing,
this
honestly,
tournament.
with Dark. Dark literally started up around the same time.
Alright, needs to just find a little bit more. Finds one little straggler. Oh, never mind. Has more friends.
And the
Alright, finally gets
the
it.
fire
And yeah,
was
super
on-
late.
That's so rough.
Yep. Probably only has to
Alright.
kill like 1 or 2 nobodies left. One. Wow.
Wow. No shot. Really? Just one more kill. Wow. No actual way. That wasn't gonna change anything, but that's so mean. That's so unbelievably mean.
Insult to
Man,
injury there.
GG's though, and congrats to Ignited for moving on. I think this is actually technically our first upset of the tournament. She was technically seeded to lose to Dark Raid. It was the 17th or 16th, super close technically. But first upset, wow. Congrats to her for moving on. We'll get to see her play the loser of your match, Khaled, actually.
So yeah, when I lose, I'll get to play. I'll get to race her.
No,
Okay.
Khaled, you got this, Khaled. It's
No, I
only
don't.
It's only Herdez.
No, I don't.